Hi everybody, welcome along to Princes Park for Saturday Live round 3, and today, as we told you, it's Hawthorn going against the Bombers, and certainly these two sides in pretty good form at the present time. Hawthorn have played their first 2 games of the season at VFL Park. They come home today with a record of 1-1. They lost to Collingwood back in round 1 last week. They accounted for North Melbourne easily at VFL Park. Essendon, for their part, have won both their season's openers. They defeated the West Coast Eagles in Perth, something of a bonus. And last week they toughed it out against Melbourne at Windy Hill. But today one senses this is going to be the acid test. The crowd is building up here at Princes Park, probably around about 20,000 at the present time. It's gloomy, it's overcast, but hopefully it will remain fine. Let's check out the coaches and captains of these two outfits. A lot of experience there. Tim Watson, his first season as captain of Essendon. Alan Jeans, Michael Tuck, Kevin Sheedy. They've been around a heck of a long time. With me this afternoon, Peter Landy and Don Scott. Let's start with Peter. How about this Hawthorn side, Pete?
Well, it looks a pretty good side, Dennis. I guess on paper you'd have to say it's pretty well close to full strength. Chris Mew, of course, played in the reserves today, as did Curran and Kennedy. Curran would be very unlucky not to be in that side because he kicked 4 goals against North Melbourne last week, and that amazes me for a start. They preferred Greg Deere to him, and McGuinness will play at centre-half back. But I guess the bonus is Dermot Brereton. I hope he's fit because, Don, you should never play unfit players.
No, that's right, Peter, and Essendon had 2 of them last week and they've been replaced by Bailey and Clark, but I also have a sneaking suspicion that Harvey may be included in this Essendon side. We'll just wait as they line up to see who the exclusion is, but a very good side is the Essendon one.
Well, they've done it again. Okay, thanks, guys. Of course, the action is going to be fast and furious here at Princes Park. Let's take a look at some of the players to watch out for this afternoon.
John Platten has started the season in the sort of form which won him the Brownlow Medal in 1987. The long-haired rover picked up 31 possessions last week. Another hawk with flowing hair is youngster Dean Anderson, who today is playing just his 6th senior game. Slotted into the following division, he excelled with 35 touches last week. And out of the centre, Gary Buckenara matched that against North to signal the Hawks' return to form in time for their match of the day against arch-rivals Essendon. Former South Australian rover Tony Antrobus has managed just 1 game in 2 seasons with the Bombers after a depressing run with injuries, but back to full fitness is ready to show his best. Former skipper Terry Danaher is in his 14th season, but despite approaching his 32nd birthday, has been among the Bombers' best in the first 2 rounds. A veteran making a comeback is Paul Vanderhaart, who played 2 senior games last year and is giving it one last try this year, and returned with 7 marks and 12 kicks last week.
Let's check the record. And as you can see, it favours the Bombers.
Well, the rain has held off and there's a huge crowd already in here at Princes Park. The temperature today on our little Holden gauge is 18.6 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing straight across the ground at 25 kilometres an hour, therefore there's no advantage for either team. It's cloudy, but the sun is trying to sneak through at times. The ground is firm and the relative humidity is 62%. Testing conditions for both sides.
Thanks, Michael. On the ground and in the rooms today, Michael Roberts. Hawthorn are kicking to left of screen. Dermot Brereton will start in the forward pocket.
And Mark